Let's do this.
It's an amazing feeling, meditating, healing, engaged in levitating ceilings, dimensions. You can't make me feel these, I have to want it. The beginning is near me as I climb this ladder and stare into space, overcome this wall. It's apparent my fate is spiritual freedom. You can hear it through these drums, speaking clearly through these tongues, merely tear free from each one. 33 harmonics, 32 overtones as the heartbeat drums. I recharge these hums as they come to the light. See, I'm guided at night. Fireflies in my sight, though I pride my mind is alright.
Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, bringing you a grand solar minimum update on Sunday, December 9th, 10 p.m. Mountain Time 2018. You're looking at the current GFS total snowfall models. 6 to 10 inches in some areas of central Virginia, still predicted as a historic storm dumps massive amounts of snow in the south, 300,000 without power still as I speak. Heavy snow moving into the west coast is going to bring record snows to British Columbia, the Cascades, the Olympics, and heads up, Idaho, the models are looking sick for your ski forecast in the future. It's true. Keep calm. It's boom time. You've entered the effing awesome classroom. Massive winter storm hits the southeast, killing 4, leaving thousands without power. Almost 2,000 departures were canceled at airports in the region, and many in the Carolinas, Georgia, Tennessee, and Virginia remain without power. We're going to get to that. Almost 2,000 departing flights are canceled. The wintry blast covered North Carolina cities of Saluda in Polk and Henderson counties and Sparta in Allegheny County, and more than 18.5 inches of the global warming goodness. Sunday afternoon, the National Weather Service said Al Gore was nowhere to be found. Snowfall reached 18 inches in Fries, where there were no French fries on the Bobby in the McDonald's because it was closed, and that's in Virginia. 13 inches in Lawn, West Virginia, 12 inches in Kingsport, Tennessee, 11.9 in Inman, South Carolina, and that's 5 states which are now experiencing heavy power losses. We're out here at poweroutage.us, where I predicted earlier today on an update Virginia would turn red, and they are. We are currently at 320,000 outages, 1/3 of a million in this area. And the storm is not over. Record snow, 3rd snowiest one day in Greensboro. It will be another record snow in the books. In fact, it's the 3rd snowiest one day in Greensboro history, with 12 inches of snow as of Sunday afternoon. The record dates back to 1903, back to the centennial minimum. Jim Cantori says the snow is piling up in Boone, which is where he camped out. It's just unbelievable to me. We're getting crushed, says Jim Cantori of the Weather Channel. It feels like I'm in Colorado or Utah right now. The snow accumulation as of 10 a.m. in Boone was 11.5 inches. In Boone, Cantori said there is 15 inches of snow to 1 inch of water. As you go further down, there was less accumulation. For the month of December, the record snowfall in Boone in a single day is 16 inches, and they were approaching that. He thought they were going to get there. He wouldn't be surprised to get another 8 to 10 inches in any month of North Carolina. The snowfall in one day is 19 inches. And we're not in winter in North America in the upper 48. Snowfall is one for the record books. When the final amounts are tallied, Sunday's snowstorm could end up being one for the record books for Martinsville and Henry County, said meteorologist Patrick Wilson from the National Weather Service. City after city. This is Martinsville. Snowfall totals top 18 inches in parts of western North Carolina, reaches 11 inches in Asheville, which is a smashville for the tobogganers. Knee deep would be a good way to remember this snowfall. Ho ho! In the short, the snowstorm of Saturday and Sunday was epic, dumping 18 inches of snow in some areas of the mountains, with the most impressive totals we saw in Saluda and Polk counties at 18.5. And that won't load. Snow totals Raleigh-Durham area sees the entire winter average in a single day. They're done, and it's not even winter. Snow started falling early Sunday morning, blanketing much of North Carolina by the time the sun rose. Before winter has officially started, December 21st in our area, many areas of North Carolina had already received or exceeded their average snowfall for the entire winter season. Ow! Did you read this? The 7 inches of snow at RDU Airport ties for the third most snow in a December day on record. 7 inches of snow is the most snow at the airport January 2nd to 3rd, 2002, when 11 inches fell. Here are some snowfall totals for Virginia. Pearson County 14, Wake County 7, Alamance County 11, Durham 12, Orange County 10.5. That's all they need. Their winter's done. Record-setting totals as snow continues into the evening. Roanoke, Virginia has been one of the biggest December snows in recent memory and one of the top 10 for many areas, with totals topping 1 foot and as much as 20 inches in Grayson Highlands. Whew. As the storm exits off the coast tonight, snowfall rates will decline before gradually tapering off through the night. Rain and sleet may mix with snow at times in the Piedmont, holding down any additional totals and making a crust on the surface. Alderson 10, Lexington 8.2, White Sulphur Springs 9, Hot Springs 10. Central Virginia, say it ain't snow, 13 inches Buena Vista, 12 inches Bedford, Keysville 12, Roanoke Valley 14.3 in Roanoke, tilting the record books. Fancy Gap in New River Valley 14.5, Galax 18, Floyd 16, Southside Danville 15.2, Horse Pasture, your horses are buried, 16.1 inches. Plan for possible power outages, 1/3 of a million currently without power in the region. Winds also increasing, gusts to 25. Monday, snow will end quickly, but everything is closed. And you'll be cleaning up the rest of the week in the southeast. Check it out. Winter storm warning continues, and we do have snowfall totals, more of them. Charlotte, North Carolina, things are looking quieter for the next few hours, but the winter storm warning continues to be in effect until noon Monday. Noon Monday. Do not go to work. Please check out the total snow maps for further down to see what picked up, where we're putting it down. Temperatures have been a huge player in this winter game, and that's how the mainstream is claiming that they didn't warn you. But the bad news is that we will be at it right in the bubble if any more precipitation falls here. 15 in Morgantown, 15 in Taylorsville, 11 in Slatesville. Monday will bring the possibility of a few more showers or snow showers. Again, it should be anything but heavy, but some places could see about an inch or more through the Monday morning. Plus the mess that has already fallen, and the reasons the warning is still in effect. Highs will eventually reach the upper 30s by mid-afternoon. Tuesday through Thursday, they will get a break in this region. Highs in the 40s to 50s. There will be melting. Heads up. Here's the current satellite as of just now. We can animate it if you got a moment, and I'll just show you what it looks like. So we have some heavy snow bands moving up through the Delmarva even, getting up into Delaware here. But still heavy snows now popping back down into North Carolina, in and out here. This storm is far from over, and it looks like a heavy rain band on the coast So there could be flooding and thunder, snow, lightning in this region. GFS model is showing an additional 6 inches in many regions, but check out the models in Utah as we get into the week. British Columbia is setting records and heavy snow moving into Washington. And then take a look at what's predicted in Idaho, western Wyoming, western Montana. Going to be a fantastic ski season if these models stick together. And as you can see, more southern snow is in the model through Texas, Panhandle, Lubbock. You're not out of there. You're going to be seeing snow after snow after snow. Snow coming into southern Arizona. Maybe even Tucson gets a blast. Going into Mexico. And we're just waiting on this forecast to show snow in Florida. We'll get there. December winter storm impacts the southeast and mid-Atlantic. Hundreds of counties and states still in winter storm warning. Heavy accumulating snow continues to fall in western, northern North Carolina, southern and southern Virginia. Wintry precipitation and some ice accretion is expected from northeast Georgia to central North Carolina, including Charlotte and Raleigh. Travel conditions will be hazardous to near impossible through your Monday morning. So stay home. Smoke a bone. Seismic update. Most recent quake, 4.9, Prince Edward Island. Makes me want to have some steamed mussels. Maybe white wine and garlic. Be delicious. 4.4 in the Philippines at deep depth. We're looking for a large quake in this region. Heads up, Filipinos and Indonesios. 5.4, Port Hardy, Canada. Probably rumbling some nickas. And a bizarre quake, 2.5, Pinckneyville, Illinois. Oh boy. Times are changing. Things are getting strangin'. Brightest comet of 2018 to pass closest to Earth in December. A December to remember. The comet 46P Wirtanen was one of 3 comets discovered by Carl Wirtanen in 1948 at the Lick Observatory in California. Yeah, I did it. Stargazers have something extra to look forward to this holiday season. The brightest comet of 2018 will pass close to Earth on December 16th. Yes, that is just 7 days away. The comet 46P Wirtanen, which passes Earth every 5.4 years, was one of the comets discovered by Mr. Wirtanen himself in 1948 at the Lick Observatory in California. The orbit will be one of the closest comet orbits to Earth since the 50s, which makes it nifties. Yeah, because it'll be visible, even if you got binocs. And if space weather has anything to say with this comet, it may light up like a Christmas tree bulb. Pretty dry. Let's hydrate. Currently, we are at geomagnetic instability at KP4, and that's because plasma wind stream has kicked up into the 650 kilometers per second region. We have a little density spike, so we could be getting into some geomagnetic activity. Won't get above KP5 if we even have geomagnetic low-level storm, but it could go up and down here 3-4 for the next several hours. Hours of powers, which may light up the sky in Canada. So go out in Ontario now and look up. Heads up. So 7 days, this comet's closing in. And if we have a geomagnetic storm or we do have space weather, this baby may light up because all comets are electric. This one is glowing green like a plasma ball. It is electric, this comet. And there's probably absolutely no ice at all on it because it's a rock. Shot into space during a cosmic cataclysm in our recent history. It's not a mystery. Dow futures dropped nearly 200 points as sell-off looks set to continue into the week. Yeah, the Dow's collapsing. The financial markets are going to be crumbling for the next year or two, as does the climate and the weather patterns, wreaking havoc on the agricultural sector, which it did already this year. The effects will continue. Inflation will continue in the marketplace. Prices will be increasing steadily. So this is your opportunity now, if you're listening, to start preparing for scarce times in the future, times ahead where commodities you'll be priced out of. So you might as well start stockpiling now. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance in an uncertain future. Many of you don't own stocks, but this is definitely going to drive inflation at the stall front. Are you ready? We added some cool products to the Oppenheimer Ranch Project store. In our bomb, storm shelter, first aid section. And this is coming from a recommendation from one of our viewers. It's the Mission Darkness EMP proof, anti-tracking backpack. $297, 5 stars, top of the line product. You know how many cell phones and gadgets you can put in here as you're running through the woods during the solar flare event? It's waterproof. You could even be swimming through the ocean with this on your back. Everything will be dry. One of the most amazing cutting edge tactical backpacks that you can buy. Arrives before Christmas, $300. We get like $15 if you buy it. Support your preparedness. If you don't have a Faraday cage, boom, you got it. You can put 5 laptops in here, 6 phones, walkie-talkies, and wear it on your back. You could even put it in a galvanized trash can and have double shielding. This is the top of the line product where you can store all of your electronics and be safe from EMP, solar flare, and other events. Waterproof Faraday cage. Are you kidding me? And that's tonight's first boom. A lot of you are contacting me because you're from Canada and you can't buy from our Amazon store. That's fine. Come over and check out the Grand Solar Minimum's Crazy Canuck. He's one of our earliest subscribers. He's been with us the whole time. A friend of mine, Brett Stumpf. And check out his videos. If you're just getting into the game of preparedness and you live in a cold region or not, because soon it may be cold in your region, you can learn about setting up a simple grow chamber for a couple dollars, a greenhouse tour. He sells bricks, meters on his website to measure the sugar content in your food. If you have a high enough bricks, your food doesn't rot. It dehydrates right before your very eyes. And it preserves itself on your shelf. Learn from the farmer himself, the Grand Solar Minimum's Crazy Canuck. He's been farming for years in really difficult conditions. And if you want to buy some stuff and you're in Canada, check out the bottom of his videos. Here's the greenhouse tour I just looked at, and he's got some amazing products, including Anita Bailey's book, refractometers, bricks, to check your sugar content in your vegetables, heat cables for germination tables.
Crazy Canuck again.
Shh, be quiet, Brent. He's got a small greenhouse and a large greenhouse, meaning a hoop house or a real greenhouse. And in Canadian dollars, this seems like a bargain to me. Wait till you see what's in his store, and that's going to support the Grand Solar Minimum community, because you're going to support Brent, who supports us, because we support each other. $1,600, you get your own 8x12 octave clear greenhouse by Powerless. 4.5 stars. It's an amazing way to extend your growing and save your arse. And it's cool looking. So if you got that kind of coin, he also has a $90 hoop house and Hidden Harvest grow lights. $93 Canadian, you got a hoop house. Have you watched Heinrich Butenhuis? He's got one of these, and he's the bee's knees in Denmark. He grows all year. He has no fear. Get acquainted with the Grand Solar Minimum Canuck. Crazy Canuck. Brett Stumpf. And there's something else I want to recommend for you, and that's Samhadi. Another solution, and this one's free. So all you people that don't have any money, you can start here. Samadhi. Now, if you can attain samadhi, it's a very deep state of meditation. And you are given energy and long-lasting bliss in this moment. And it carries you into higher and higher levels until your actual aura radiates love. It's difficult to achieve. You can have fleeting moments of it. But I know this is fact. I've experienced it. I know people who are capable of it. And if you stand near the right people that are in samadhi or have been, you can receive their energy and you can move higher. Meow. Hope you got something out of the video. Times are changing. We love each and every one of you. The holidays are upon you. I know. It's so hectic. The best thing you can do for yourself is to learn how to meditate. And I'm not being new age or hooky or cokey. I'm being a scientist. In the last 3 decades, all of my studies lean towards the Vedic texts and the ancient spiritual teachings. Our cosmology and our human species is based on spirituality. And the powers that be know that. And they have tried to rip that away from you. I'm not talking about religion. You need to break free of the idea of religions. Simply that it is a plural should make you suspect. There is no plural to spirituality. Everyone can achieve it and everyone understands it when they sit quietly and they peek glimpses of it. Take a walk in the woods. Take a different route to work tomorrow. Try to think about something else and quiet your mind. You will benefit from it. I promise you. Learn about meditation. It is the medication to the frustration of your situation, and it's free. It has blessed me and many others with peace of mind. We love you. Be safe.